Maya stood in that courtroom, staring at the man who stole her childhood. For 7 years, she had suffered in silence. For 7 years, she had protected a monster. But on this day, everything was about to change. But here's what nobody tells you about breaking silence. It gets worse before it gets better. And what happened to Maya after she finally spoke up? That's the part that will shock you. But to understand how we got here, we need to go back to where it all began. There was a girl named Maya who smiled more than anyone else. At 12 years old, she had mastered the art of hiding pain behind perfect teeth and bright eyes. Maya's father had disappeared 5 years ago, just walked out and never came back. Her mother worked 2 jobs, leaving before sunrise, returning after sunset. To help, her mother invited her younger brother to move in, just until he gets back on his feet, her mother had said. 5 years later, Uncle Ben was still there. Uncle Ben seemed helpful at first. He fixed things, made her mother laugh, brought Maya chocolates, and called her his favorite girl. Then came the gifts. A new dress, a phone of her own. "Don't tell your mother," he would say with a smile. "This is our little secret." Here's what Maya didn't know yet. Monsters don't announce themselves. They come bearing gifts and kind words. They earn your trust first. And by the time you see the truth, the trap has already closed. One evening changed everything. Her mother worked a double shift. Her brother Kofi was at a friend's house. Then came the knock on her bedroom door. "Maya, can I come in?" Why would she say no? He was family. Family meant safety, didn't it? What happened next in that small bedroom would change Maya's life forever. When it was over, Uncle Ben spoke words that would trap her for years. "If you tell anyone, they won't believe you. Your mother will hate you. They'll take Kofi away. Is that what you want? To destroy this family?" Maya was 12 years old. She believed every word. So she made a choice, the only choice she thought she had. She would smile. She would pretend. She would stay silent. But here's what broke my heart when I learned Maya's story. That night was only the beginning. What happened over the next 7 years? And why didn't anyone notice? Stay with me. After that first night, Maya waited for someone to notice. Surely her mother would see the change in her eyes. Surely a teacher would ask questions. But no one did. The abuse became routine. Whenever her mother worked late, whenever Kofi was away, it had a schedule. Maya tried to avoid being alone with Uncle Ben. After-school programs, friends' houses, long walks home. But predators are patient. One afternoon, Maya gathered her courage. Her mother was home early. "Mama, can I talk to you about Uncle Ben?" Her mother's face hardened. "Your uncle pays half the rent. He helps with bills. Without him, we'd be on the street. I hope you're not about to be ungrateful." The words died in Maya's throat. "No, Mama. I just wanted to say thank you." Maya tried once more with her school counselor, Mrs. Davis. "Maya, is everything okay at home? This was it, a safe adult. My uncle, Mrs. Davis's phone rang. Hold that thought, sweetheart. There's an emergency. Tomorrow never came. So Maya learned to survive. Oversized clothes to hide her body, stopped looking in mirrors, created an imaginary world where she was strong. By age 14, Maya was living two lives. The helpful daughter everyone saw, and the girl drowning in shame that no one saw. She stopped believing anyone would save her. For 7 years, this was Maya's life. 7 years of silence, 7 years of suffering. But then something happened that Maya never expected. And when I tell you what finally made her break her silence, you need to hear this. Maya was 19 when everything changed. She came home early from work one Tuesday. Her shift had been cut short. She expected an empty house. Instead, she heard crying, a child's crying, coming from Kofi's room. And Uncle Ben's voice was in there with him, low and sickening in that familiar way. It's okay, Kofi. This is what family does. Time stopped. Then she heard Kofi say something that shattered her completely. But you do this with Maya too, don't you? Her baby brother. The one person she had sacrificed everything to protect. The reason she had stayed silent for 7 years. Uncle Ben had gotten to him too. Everything she had endured, all the pain, all the silence had been for nothing. Maya didn't remember moving. One moment she was in the hallway, the next she was slamming open that door. Get away from him. 7 years of rage compressed into 3 words. Uncle Ben tried his usual manipulation. Maya, you're overreacting. You don't get to do this anymore. Not to him, not to me, not ever again. For the first time in 7 years, she wasn't afraid. Then Kofi stood up, tears streaming, fists clenched. I believe her, he said. And if you ever touch either of us again, I'll tell everyone. Get out. Maya's mother stood in the doorway. She had heard everything. That night, they called the police. For the first time in 7 years, Maya told the whole truth. The officer listened, took notes, and believed them. You're very brave, both of you. But here's what Maya didn't know. The fight was just beginning. Because breaking silence doesn't just free you, it exposes you. And what happened next? That's where the real battle started. Within 24 hours, Uncle Ben was arrested. He was charged with multiple counts, denied bail. Maya thought she would feel relief. Instead, she felt exposed. Because now, everyone knew. And the reactions, they weren't what you'd expect. Some people believed her immediately. Her teacher came with tears. Her best friend broke down. But others refused to believe it. Aunt Grace called screaming, "How could you let those children destroy my brother with lies?" Uncle Ben's friends spread rumors. These girls make up stories for attention. One afternoon, Maya ran into Mrs. Chen, a neighbor who'd known her since she was 5. Mrs. Chen looked at her coldly. In my day, we handled family matters privately. We didn't destroy families by airing dirty laundry. That night, Maya cried, "Maybe everyone's right. Maybe I should have just kept quiet." But her mother took her hands. "You did not destroy this family. Your uncle did. You did not bring shame. He did." And then something unexpected happened. Other voices started emerging from the shadows. A woman named Patricia knocked on their door. The same thing happened to me when I was 13. My stepfather. I never told anyone until now. Then came another woman, and another. Within 2 weeks, 8 women formed a support group, all survivors, all silent for decades. "You saved us," one woman said. "By speaking up, you gave us permission to speak too." But Uncle Ben wasn't going down without a fight. His lawyer claimed Maya was a troubled teenager with mental health issues. They said she had inappropriate feelings for her uncle and was seeking revenge. The lies were monstrous. As the trial date approached, someone spray-painted "liar" on their front door. "Why do they hate me?" Maya asked through tears. "I'm not the bad person." Her mother held her. "Because the truth makes people uncomfortable. Some people would rather attack the messenger than face the message." The courtroom battle was coming, and what happened there would determine everything. The courtroom was smaller than Maya imagined. Through the window, she could see Uncle Ben in an orange jumpsuit, his head down. He looked smaller now, less powerful. When her name was called, Maya walked in with her head held high. For 2 hours, she told her truth. Then came cross-examination. Uncle Ben's lawyer circled like a predator. "Isn't it true you were a troubled teenager who needed attention?" Maya's voice stayed steady. "I didn't create anything. I survived." He tried everything, questioning her memory, her motives, but Maya held firm. Kofi testified next. "I thought if he was focused on me, maybe he'd leave her alone. I didn't know he'd been hurting her for years." There wasn't a dry eye in the courtroom. The trial lasted 5 days. Medical experts, psychologists, overwhelming evidence. The jury deliberated for 6 hours. The jury has reached a verdict. Maya's heart pounded. "On all charges, we find the defendant guilty." The word echoed like thunder. Uncle Ben's head dropped, and Maya finally allowed herself to breathe. At sentencing, Maya gave her victim impact statement, looking directly at Uncle Ben. "For 7 years, you made me feel powerless. You stole my childhood, but you didn't break me. I'm still standing, and I forgive you, not because you deserve it, but because I refuse to carry your poison anymore. I'm free. And you'll spend the rest of your life knowing that the child you tried to destroy grew up to be the woman who brought you down." The judge sentenced him to 35 years without parole. But justice in a courtroom was only the beginning of Maya's healing journey. 5 years later, Maya is 24, a college graduate in psychology. She runs a non-profit called Voices Unsilenced, helping abuse survivors find their strength. Every day she receives messages from survivors worldwide. "You saved my life," they write. Maya's story proves something powerful. One voice can spark a revolution. If you're being abused right now, please hear this. It's not your fault. You are not alone. Tell someone. Keep telling until someone listens. Your voice matters. Warning signs of abuse include certain behavior changes, fear of certain people, withdrawal from activities, unexplained injuries, reluctance to go home. If you see these signs, ask questions. Listen. Believe them. Maya was once a 12-year-old girl who thought she had no voice, no choice, no hope. Today, she's a warrior who turned her pain into purpose, her silence into strength. And if she can do it, so can you. Your voice matters, your story matters, and you are never, ever alone. Thank you for watching Maya's story. Please share this with someone who needs to hear it. Remember, you are stronger than what happened to you.